Hi, I'm Jodie, your Hydropool Swim Spa personal trainer, and we are back for day 19 of your 21-day wellness program. I'm here with my friend Kevin Kobayashi, who is a studio owner, personal trainer, and group fitness instructor.
Hi everyone, happy day 19 of the program. I'm Kevin and I'll be taking you through today's circuit workout. In today's session, we are doing 8 different exercises split into 2 combo sets with 4 exercises per set. We're doing 1 set per station and 4 laps through that circuit with 25 seconds work and 10 seconds rest. Let's get to work. Hey everyone, happy day 19 of your program. Let's get warmed up. Starting with a modified ice skater here, little lateral step, stepping side to side. We have 4 warm-up exercises, 20 seconds each. In this one, keeping those hips and shoulders facing forward, hovering your inside foot. All right, moving into a squat. Sitting nice and low, sending the glutes back. You want to keep the feet as flat as you can throughout this movement, powering up through the quads, the glutes, and the hamstrings. All right, stepping into a forward lunge now. Chest opener, arms nice and wide, back to the center, and reverse legs. In today's mini circuit, we're doing 8 different exercises split into 2 combo pods. So that's 4 exercises each. We're doing 1 set per exercise and 4 laps through. All right, finally, finishing with a plyo lunge here. Switching those legs in the air, working against the resistance of the water with the fins. Today, I'm using those blue fins, a little bit more challenging. If you want a medium intensity, using the green, or if you want something to start, just using body weight, here we go. All right, grabbing those bells to start. First of 4 exercises coming up, going for 6 punches. 6 out front and 6 low. Here we go. So noticing how the top of my chest is below the level of the water, we're punching low now. 3 per side, 6 total. I'm starting in a split lunge position here. That's giving me a little bit more stability. Focusing on the chest, the shoulders, and the biceps. All right, bells off to the side. This next exercise, doing 4 shuffles and a lunge. Here we go. Nice and light on the balls of the feet. If you're wearing those blue fins, this shuffle should be challenging. 4 shuffles, get a 90-degree bend in that front knee. If you're noticing this is too difficult, no problem. Switch those fins from blue to green. All right, taking a rest, grabbing your bells once more. I'm taking this from a lunge position. I recommend you start doing the same. Here we go. We're doing an anterior raise out front, back down into a lateral raise, nice and wide. So this exercise, working the deltoids. Medial deltoids, that's the middle one, out to the side and back in, and anterior, that's your deltoid at the front when you come to the front. All right, bells off to the side of the pool. Now we're working at the side of the pool here, a leg raise and abduction. Here we go. Extending those legs to straight, feet nice and wide, back to the middle and down. If you're using those fins, this should feel challenging. Working the outside of the glutes in that abduction, working on the inside of the hamstrings for that adduction. And you want to keep the core engaged the entire time. Last time, nice and wide, back to center and down. Going back to the top of the circuit now for those punches. This is our second lap through. Let's get to work. 6 low. And 6 out front. I'm taking this from a squat position. That's a little bit more challenging. If you need more stability, no problem. Split that stance into a lunge and punch from here. Careful not to punch yourself in that extended knee out front. All right, taking a rest. Back to our 4 lateral shuffles and lunge. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, lunge. Depending on how tall you are, you might be able to get a little bit lower. You want to make sure that front knee is bent almost to 90 degrees if you can. You'll find the hardest part of this movement is that shuffle. Last one. All right, grabbing your bells again for your anterior and lateral raise. Here we go. So this time, try this from a squat position. See how this feels. You'll notice for the anterior raise out front, your upper body is going to be pushed back. You want to make sure you're nice and stable in the legs, strong in the core. Use your exhale breath on the way up. Inhale down. All right, bells to the side, working the core once more. Here we go. So nice and strong in the arms, supporting the upper body. I'm pressing my lower back into the side wall here. That makes sure I keep the focus on my core for that leg raise up. Feeling this in the side legs on the way out when you extend the feet out to the side. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Okay, back to the top of this circuit now, grabbing our bells for our punches. Here we go, 6 low, 6 out front. Try to keep the core nice and strong as you punch. You don't want to twist the upper body side to side. It's just those arms doing all the work here. All right, bells off to the side, going for our 4 shuffles and lunge. 3, 2, 1, here we go, shuffling it out. Depending on which fins you're using here, you might need a wider foot stance so those fins don't tap against each other. That's okay. Take a wider stance, working against the resistance. Last one. All right, taking a rest, grabbing those bells for your anterior and lateral raise. Here we go. I'm going to show you this one from a lunge position. So this is going to give you more stability, especially when you raise that bells out front. You want to try to avoid being sent back as you raise the bells in front of you. Last one, out to the side, back in, big drive. Working the core on the side of the pool. Here we go, raising out to about hip distance or hip height, out to the side and back in. Exhale, drive the feet up. Inhale down. This should feel challenging when you're getting the legs out to the side in that split leg stance. And back down, grabbing your bells here for your punches. This is our last lap through our first combo set. Here we go. So notice here how my upper body is staying pretty still. All of the arms and hands are doing all the work here, keeping that focus on the chest, on the biceps, on the delts, and the lats as well. Those are your back muscles. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done with that exercise today, going into our shuffles and lunges. So if you've been counting right, your lunge is the opposite leg every other rep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going for that right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left leg. Try not to twist side to side. Keep your body facing forward. All right, taking a rest and grabbing those bells for our lateral and anterior raise. Here we go. I'm taking this from a squat position, out to the side, back in, making sure when you're lowering those bells as well, you're doing that nice and powerfully, working against the resistance on the way up and down. Less than 10 seconds. We got 3, 2, 1, and done with those bells. This is our final exercise in our first combo set, working on our leg raise and abduction. Here we go. Raise out, feet nice and wide. If this is feeling easy right out of the gates, pick up that speed. Nice and quick out and back in. Core nice and strong throughout this entire movement, single digits now. We got 3, 2, 1. That's our halfway point, team. Great job. Grabbing a quick sip of water if you need one. 4 new exercises coming up here for our second combo set. We're starting with a bent over tricep extension with those bells, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna show you this from the side. Slight hinge in the hip, bringing the chest into the water, extending those arms back. You should feel this in the back of the arms, in the tricep. And you wanna bring those weights up, kind of like a bicep curl on the way back in. So you're working the biceps and the triceps in this movement, pinning the top of the arm to the side body. All right, bells off to the side. Working on a lateral leg raise, up now, grabbing the edge of the pool. Here we go. So that leg is coming out to the side. Notice how my upper body is staying nice and tall. I don't want to see this. So keep that upper body pointed towards the ceiling or the sky, bringing your leg out as high as you can, feeling this in the side leg and the side glutes here. We got 3, 2, 1. Okay, working the core now on the edge of the pool, going for bicycle kicks. So pretend you're riding that bicycle, pedaling through the water. Here we go. So making big circles, drawing circles with the feet here. You want to make sure the tops of the knees don't come above the surface of the water and the heels are going nice and deep into your pool. You want to feel this in the quads, in the hamstrings and glutes, and in the core. Making sure to breathe. We got 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And our final exercise, 4th one in this set, going for alternating interior leg raises. So you're driving that foot up in front of you and back down. Here we go. Trying to keep as straight of a leg as possible here. You want to feel it in the quads on the way up, hamstrings and glutes on the way down, and keep that upper body nice and tall. Making sure you're not leaning side to side, hips are level. We got 3, 2, 1. Grabbing those bells for our tricep extension. Round number 2. Okay, here we go. From that squat position, top of the chest in the water, focusing more so on the extension here rather than the curl back in. Your elbows might be a little bit higher than the edge of your back, but the upper arms are really pinned into the side of the body to keep the focus on the triceps, on that extension. All right, taking a rest, bells to the side. Round number 2, opposite side of the pool, working the other leg now. Here we go, in that lateral leg raise. Once again, keeping your upper body nice and tall. Your leg is just going as high up as you have available in your range of motion. You want to feel this down the side of the legs and the glutes. Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to the edge of the pool for your bicycle kicks. For this exercise, you want to try to stay nice and smooth and consistent with those kicks. Here we go. Using the fins to work against the water. Once again, blue, more challenging. Green is a medium intensity. And if that's too much, no problem. Just use your bare foot for this exercise. Trying to get the heel nice and deep, almost scraping the bottom of the pool, but keep it hovered. We got 3, 2, 1. All right, back to the middle of your pool now for your anterior raise, bringing that foot up, trying to keep the leg straight. Here we go. Big raise forward, like you're kicking that soccer ball ahead of you. Try to keep the upper body tall. Keep the hips level and pacing forward. You don't want it turn to the side walls. Single digits. One more per side. Last one. All right, grabbing your bells for that bent over tricep extension. Here we go. Slightly hinged forward, focusing on the extension, not the curl in. To make this more challenging, pick up the speed a little bit faster on that extension, 10 seconds. We got 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Back to the opposite side of the pool for your lat raise here. Let's go. You'll notice over time as you do this exercise, you might be able to get a little bit higher. That's increasing your range of motion. You're really strengthening your myofascial tissues here. Those are the ligaments that join the muscles together. Once again, if this is too easy, pick up that pace. We got 3, 2, 1, take a rest. And back to our bicycle kicks at the side of the pool. Option here to pick up the pace if those first 2 rounds were too easy. Let's go. Trying to press the back into the pool, into that side wall as you pick up the pace. Really try to get the feet low, down deeper into the pool. About 10 seconds. Final 3, 2, 1. Moving into our squat, or into our interior leg raise here. Keeping the body nice and tall. I'm gonna show you this from the side. Here we go. So raising that leg up as high as you can, almost to hip height here. You want almost a 90-degree bend in the hip here, but you notice how my upper body is not moving forward or leaning back. You want to try to stand as tall as possible. Got 3, 2, and 1. Final lap through of this pod, team. Grabbing your bells once more. Here we go. Tricep extension. Last time through, I'm going to challenge all of you to pick up that speed a little bit faster. Focusing on the extension. 10 seconds. Final 2. Last one. All right. Final time for that lateral leg raise. Opposite side of the pool. Here we go. And because I know all of you picked up that pace last time, we're gonna pick up where we left off. Same intensity here. Careful not to lean over to the side. Keep your upper body tall, feeling that down the side of the leg here in the glutes. We got 2 more raises. Last one. All right, going into our final round of bicycle kicks now. And because it's our last round, we're gonna make this nice and fast. Here we go. Big circles with the feet, getting the heels down almost to the bottom of the pool. making sure the knees are almost skimming the top of the surface of the water. Final 10 seconds, team. Stay with it. We got 3, 2, 1. And just like that, moving into our final exercise of the day, into our anterior leg raises. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Final 25 seconds of work. Trying to keep that leg nice and straight, feeling that in the quads as you extend your leg out front. Drive the heel back down, big squeeze of the hamstrings and glutes. 10 seconds. One more per side here. And that's the end of your day 19 workout. Awesome job, team. You're almost at the end.
Thanks again to Kevin for being here. Do you have one final wellness tip for us?
Move your body because it feels good. And don't feel the pressure to work out for anyone else except yourself.
Thank you so much. I'm Jodie Becker for HydroPool Hot Tubs and Swim Spas. The water is calling.